first thing I want you to work on is how your right elbow is working in the golf swing. You have a tendency to keep that elbow a little bit tucked in front of your body, which gets you to more lift and get more vertical with your arms, hands, and club in the backswing. As your swings get longer, you even tend to cross the line. Being that you're a side cover golfer, we need to get that elbow working more to the side of your body. Okay? So the sense is, if I get set up, and I'm just going to practice the elbow move now, that I feel that elbow pull alongside my body, moving just back behind the seam line of my shirt here. So that's the side cover elbow action. Now, instead of performing a waggle, a lot of golfers use this now. Corey Webb has done it. Jeff Quinney did it. We have Mike Weir's done it. Again, a lot of golfers have initiated this into their pre-shot routine. So instead of waggling, they get the sense of how they create this elbow motion. You can call it an elbow waggle if you want. But what it's doing is giving you the sense of how that right elbow works in relation to your body. Now, when you work on this, notice that I'm keeping my hips quiet. So if my hips are quiet as I do this elbow motion, this shaft, when it gets parallel to the ground, is going to be parallel to the target line. As soon as I add that counter swivel move in, the club's going to be inside now, but it's going up the inclined plane. It's still pointing back towards my ball line. So again, the elbow move goes to here, then you add that counter swivel in. You can just practice that in a mirror at home or at the range. Then you can actually play shots with this now. So again, get set up in your stance alignment, widen your stance, get that feel of that elbow move. Once we're in position, get that counter swivel feel. Okay, now we're going to play some shots. We get the counter swivel and we go. Okay, elbow takeaway, counter swivel and go. Okay, now as you play these shots, you may find that your shots are going a little low and you're still getting a little more draw than you like. It's because up to this point we've mainly worked on the horizontal actions in the golf swing. This counter swivel move is horizontal rotation, to our postural angles. This elbow move is a horizontal action. When our horizontals are stronger than our verticals, we tend to get lower shots, and for you, because you're side cover, you tend to get a little extra draw. Now, as we analyze your swing, we noticed that when you made your transition, you had a big lateral motion, and things dropped down to the inside, and you were kind of releasing that club back here, off your pockets, and you had to try to catch up through the ball. That's attributed to a lot of these hooks that you've had over the years. So what we need to do, instead of creating that slide, we need to start pushing up off the left foot, off the ground, and we need to start extending more downward and getting the chest up. So we need this to improve your verticals. You'll also need to get your hands a little bit more in front of your body, before you launch those verticals, and that's what we call linkage. So these are the two additional things you need to work on in your swing right now. So the first thing is I want you to work to your extension point. Since you're a side cover golfer, your extension point is just a little short of 45 degrees past the ball. So if we go to 45 degrees past the ball and then you come down a little bit, that's where your extension point is going to go. And what I want you to get the feel of is from the top of your backswing, how you're going to get that club extended down at that point. So you're swinging down through the ball and you're getting to that extension point. Once you get to that extension point, I want you to feel like you're pushing off the ground, pulling up with your sternum to help stretch that extension at that point. So all you need to do right now is practice partial swings with this. So go ahead and we get set up. Play some shots to that extension point. Go ahead and get set up. Again, use your your swing anchor stance alignment, glider stance, get to that extension point. And that one kind of chased a little past the extension and rebound. I'm an under golfer, so I tend to extend further out. So this is a little hard for me to demonstrate. But again, you'll get that feel of extending right to that extension point once you've done this enough. Now, if your downward extension gets to the ball before you pull your chest up, you're going to get some heavy shots. That club's going to ground right behind the ball, just like I did on the last one there. If your chest pulls up early, you're going to get some thin shots. This is actually what timing is in the golf swing for you, so you got to learn to time these actions. I call it synchronizing your verticals. lot better synchronized. This is the basic extension drill I need you to work on though to start improving your verticals. Okay, once you have a good feel of getting to that extension point, I'm going to have you play the shot and then go to your finish. So this is a two-part drill. The first part is play the shot to the extension point. The next one is go ahead and finish it off in good posture. So here we go. First step. Play the shot to the extension point. Now finish it off. Okay, again, play the shot to the extension point, step one, finish it off, step two. Okay, after you've done a bunch of those, then you can go ahead and just blend it together. The image now is to go ahead and play that shot through the extension point, but continue the motion all the way to your finish. Okay, now you're sure to miss a lot of shots as you start doing these drills because, you know, inherently when we do drills you start thinking about things too much. But just like on that last one, when I kept doing it and then I blended it together, I got a nice high straight golf shot on that last one. When you synchronize the vertical actions better, you get more vertical energy into the golf swing. When you have more vertical energy in the golf swing, you're going to get a much higher golf shot. So it's going to go straighter as well, and you'll start to eliminate that hook when your verticals improve. You had a lot of horizontals in your golf swing. And actually through the ball you even sort of stalled and dipped, so you had very little vertical action through delivery. So we need to really improve that for you to eliminate those hooks you've got in the past. Now one other thing you could do to learn to get a better feel for these stretches is you can have somebody hold the club head in your extension position so you can get the feel of pushing, you know, or pulling up against that. At home, if you have a couch or something that you could hook the club underneath, you can do the same thing. So again, I go through that extension position, so go ahead and grab that club and pull down on it. So as she's pulling down, I'm pulling up with my chest. And as I pull up with my chest, I feel like I have to push into the ground with my left foot. So really I'm pushing down on my left foot and I'm pulling up with my chest, and this gives me a full extension. Thank you. So what we notice is if we just did this out in front and you were on that end and I was on this end, and you grabbed that end and you pulled on it and I pulled back with my chest, we would both get a full stretch of our arms, hands, our chest. That's really what full extension is. That's pulling, the club head's pulling that way. I like to talk about the heavy action, how that club head's so heavy that we're sending it into the center of the earth. When that club head goes down heavy like that, I need to pull back to get a true stretch. If I send that club head heavy and my chest just chases it, I really don't get a full extension. That's I'm sort of chasing my extension instead of truly getting that full extension. So we want to have that counteraction. We always need, when we're going to that extension, we need a counteraction to help truly stretch it. The other thing it does is it synchronizes everything together. So once I hit that stretched extension, there'll be a period of time where everything feels like it rides together before the arms go around to the left and up over the shoulder. So again, you can hook that club underneath something, a couch or something at home, and work on that feeling of pushing down on your left foot and pulling up on your chest, or you can have somebody hold it for you if somebody's there and is able to do that. So this is the feeling of how you maximize your extension in your golf swing, maximizing your verticals. So again, you can get better verticals in your delivery action. Okay, Luis, the last thing I'm going to have you work on is your training swing. It's just the basic form that you do on a daily basis, working through the positions in your swing. It helps you subconsciously internalize how your biomechanics work and how everything relates to each other. So basically, you're just going to start with your new stance alignment. From here, go ahead and make step one, which is your elbow moving to your side. So elbow to the side, step one. Step two, counter swivel. So again, all you're doing is counter swiveling. There's no lifting in the arms or anything like that, just counter swiveling. Step three, go ahead and fold the right arm up to the top of the backswing. Step four, return those hands back to where they just were. Step 5, you're going to turn back towards your address position, and instead of keeping those hands on your side over here, you're going to move your hands back in front of your body. Again, this is because you're a center linkage golfer. From here, you're going to go to that extended stretch extension position. I feel like I'm pushing off the ground with my left foot, pulling up with my chest, and feeling that extension stretch. The next thing you're going to do is just finish it off. So that's your basic training swing for now. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do it one time from the face-on view and one time from the down-the-line view so you can see it from both angles. Okay, set up. Elbow to your side. Counter swivel. Fold the right arm. Return in the slot here. Get back to where address feels like we're at restore. Hands are in front of the stomach. Stretch that extension. Finish it off. So let's do one from the down-the-line view now. So address, elbow to the side, counter swivel, fold, return, get to linkage, in front of the stomach, extension, stretch, finish it off. Okay. Here it is facing it, or playing a shot towards the target. So address, elbow to the side, counter swivel, hold, return, get to linkage, get to that full stretch extension, finish it off.